President Donald Trump is on a 6-day visit to Asia, his first trip to the region since returning to the White House. Trump arrived in Malaysia over the weekend to attend the ASEAN Summit, a regional forum that brings together Southeast Asian nations and their partners to discuss political and economic cooperation. His visit marked the start of a busy diplomatic schedule featuring peace talks, trade agreements, and bilateral meetings. Trump received a red carpet's welcome at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport. He was greeted by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and waved to cultural performers. In a video that went viral, Trump was seen dancing with Malaysian performers during the ceremonial welcome, drawing cheers from the crowd. Take a look. On Sunday, Trump oversaw the signing of a ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia on the sidelines of the ASEAN Summit. The deal was signed by the Prime Ministers of Thailand, Cambodia and Malaysia alongside Trump. The agreement built on July truce that halted deadly border clashes between the two neighbors. Trump called the deal a monumental step and said he was proud to have helped broker peace between the two countries.
Today, the Prime Minister and I signed a major trade deal between the United States and Malaysia, and together we took part in the signing of a historic peace agreement ending the hostilities between Cambodia and Thailand. We're calling it the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accords.
After the peace signing, Trump announced a series of trade agreements with Malaysia, Thailand and Cambodia. The deals included commitments to reduce barriers on U.S. exports, particularly in agriculture, energy and aviation. Thailand agreed to purchase billions of dollars worth of U.S. farm products, energy goods and aircraft. Malaysia pledged to import liquefied natural gas and aircraft and invest up to $70 billion in the United States. Cambodia, on the other hand, signed a cooperation agreement with Boeing to develop its aviation sector. U.S. tariffs on 3 countries remained at 19%, but were expected to be reduced to 0 for select products. On the sidelines of the summit, Trump met Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. The two discussed ways to improve trade relations after months of tension.
Well, let me just say it's a great honor to be with the President of Brazil. It's a great country. It's a big, beautiful country. And I think they're doing well. I think they're doing very well from what I understand. And I think we should be able to make some pretty good deals for both countries. And I'm going to leave that a little bit to Jameson and Scott and Marco in different ways. Marco, less on the economic stuff. You could do it very well, but I don't think you'll have to. But I think we'll have. I think we'll be able to do some pretty good deals. We've been speaking, and I think we'll end up having a very good relationship. We always have had a good relationship. I think it'll continue.
The meeting followed Trump's decision earlier this year to raise tariffs on most Brazilian imports to 50%, a move he linked to what he called political harassment of former President Jair Bolsonaro. Meanwhile, around 200 protesters gathered in Kuala Lumpur as Trump attended the ASEAN Summit. The demonstration, co-organized by multiple groups, NGOs and civil society organizations, opposed his visit and U.S. policies in West Asia. Protesters marched holding banners criticizing Washington's support for Israel's war on Gaza and its global trade tariffs.
Cannot veto ceasefire, but you claim you want to protect peace. You cannot deny climate crisis, but you claim you want to save the world. This is not right. The Malaysia and ASEAN countries are not for sale.
Now, before arriving in Malaysia, Trump made a brief refueling stop at Qatar's Al Udeid Air Base. He thanked the Emir and Prime Minister of Qatar for helping to secure a Gaza ceasefire, calling them big factors in the Middle East peace process. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was also present during the meeting. Trump has also arrived in Japan, where he is scheduled to meet newly sworn-in Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi on Tuesday. He will then head to South Korea on Wednesday for his first face-to-face meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping since 2019 on the sidelines of the APEC summit. Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.